What we have here is something very interesting. It's a Canon Sure Shot TELEmax 35mm point and shoot camera with the original box, still showing the serial number here. And this camera looks like it has been used very little, if at all. And so we're going to pull it out and look it over and do some tests on it just to see what it does. And here's the paperwork. Here's the warranty card with the serial number, and this serial number does match the camera. Here's the manual. Looks new. And some other information in this thing about how you could win this typewriter. I imagine that expired a long time ago. So we're going to put this back in here and then look over the camera. And so this opens up like this, and then here is the camera right there. So I'm going to set this packaging aside for now, and we'll put this through some tests. My goal is to put this through the kinds of tests that you would want to see done or do yourself if you had this in your own hands. And so in order to do that, I have a battery and a scrap roll of film. And so neither of these things come with it, but they are here just for our testing purposes. So let's get started first by opening the battery compartment. Now that is right here on this end, and we just flip that open, nice and clean, and we stick this type 1, 2, 3 battery right in there like that. And then if we turn it on, you see those blades open up, and it exposes the lens. Now this is a camera that has two different focal lengths. It's not a continuous zoom, but it just has this setting. So if we flip this over here, the lens moves out and the viewfinder changes to be appropriate for that focal length. Okay, well with it on, I'm going to open up the back, and that is on this end here. We pull up on this latch. Everything looks really nice here. It's all designed so that there's really no need for any foam light seals. There's a little foam around this window, but that feels fine to me. So let's go ahead and load this roll of film. And so we stick that over on this side, pull the tail over into this area here, close this. Okay, now we hear it winding, and number 1 shows up here. So the first thing I'm going to do is have the flash off, and we're going to just set it right here and point it right there and fire it. Okay, we saw that. Now I'm going to turn this light off and hold it in the same orientation. That's really going to be hard to see here. Look like a slower shutter. Very fast again with the light on. Now I'm going to demonstrate the flash. We can turn that on, and with this it takes just a few seconds for that to generate, but let's put it out here and point it up that way. Flash certainly went off, so that worked well. I'm going to shut the flash back off so it doesn't continue to use up battery power. This camera has a self timer right here, so let's push that. Let's see, I have to get that pushed. Okay, so now we see the light blinking over here, and so we'll just watch as it completes its cycle. It's getting ready, and there it goes. Okay, there's not a whole lot more to show here, so I'm just going to pop off the rest of the frames. And this is just a short roll of film here. Okay, there it reached the end. So now it's winding back, and we can see winding back to the start. I heard it break free. So now we know it's safe to open the back, and all of the film has been rewound back into this cassette. And if that were real film, we could have that processed. But it isn't. So at this point, that's really all I wanted to show. I'm going to turn it off. The blades close on the front and the lens goes in. And then I'm going to take out this battery since that's not included in the sale. The door closes nicely, and we will just put this back in this foam and fold that up and leave this material here. Okay, and then we've got the box here, and we have the paperwork back in the way it's supposed to be on the bottom, and just slide that in, close the flaps, and there it is, as it will stay packed until the new owner receives it.